I get called the giraffe all the time. I am the classic giraffe.
Lauren Williams from Texas has the longest legs in America, 49 inches from hip to floor, and they've made her an in-demand model.
You definitely get those like wow factor kind of eyes from people. That long, lean look that's really in style right now. So people will contact me a lot because that's exactly what they're looking for, and that's what my body is. It's long, it's lean, it's all legs pretty much.
But while her record-breaking legs have helped her professionally and to play sport, there is a downside.
Planes can be very difficult sometimes. Finding clothes can definitely be difficult.
With a 6'6" father and a 6' mother, Lauren was always head and shoulders above her classmates at school.
Growing up, it was definitely hard. I grew faster than I was ready for. Before I hit high school, I hit 6 feet. And then I grew a few more inches in high school.
As Lauren was growing up, it was a big hassle trying to find Lauren clothes. It was next to impossible to find any pants that were long enough. It was completely impossible to find a full-length dress.
After school, Lauren fell into modelling, but at first didn't realise what an asset her legs would be. When a newspaper officially declared hers the longest legs in the United States, the work flooded in.
It's definitely jump-started my modeling career, being in the industry. People know who I am. I get booked a lot for fitness or swimwear, anything that pretty much accentuates that long, lean look. My body's naturally just built that way, so I'm very lucky. Everyone's kind of looking for something that makes them different and unique, and this is my thing.
Lauren having the longest legs in America is pretty awesome. When she told me, I was not really very surprised. She does have very, very long legs. But after just seeing everything that's come out of it, it seems pretty cool. I am envious of her long legs. I wish my legs were longer. Obviously, I'm only 5 foot.
Lauren's long limbs are also an advantage when it comes to her favourite sport.
Since I was a competitive volleyball player, I try to get in the gym and play volleyball at least once a week too, which is really fun.
She's very good at volleyball. Obviously, height plays a big part into that, but she has a lot of attributes that others didn't. She's great at blocking, good attacker.
But there are downsides to having 49-inch legs.
Hi, I'm Lauren. Finding clothes can definitely be difficult. Clothes are built to fit the mass majority of people.
And finding jeans with a 39-inch inside leg is almost impossible.
I have my straight leg. They're my chorus.
Perfect.
And these are gonna have a 34-inch inseam.
Okay, well, they're not going to be long enough, but we can make it work.
And then they're straight legs, so you could roll them up.
Yeah.
And despite her occasional sartorial tribulations, Lauren is looking forward to taking her career to new heights.
The fashion industry as a whole, I want to continue to be a part of, and therefore, you know, with this whole longest leg thing, I'm super grateful because my career in fashion is really taking off.
I would definitely say I have the longest legs in America, but I think I could be the title owner.
From hip to floor, Holly Burt's legs measure 49.5 inches, and she thinks they could be the longest in America.
Longest legs in America? I think she has got longest legs in the world because I have traveled to more than 25 countries in the world and I have never seen a girl taller than her.
The design student from New York believes she can trump the current record holder, model Lauren Williams, by just half an inch.
I found out I had the longest legs in the USA probably about 2 weeks ago when everybody shared Lauren's story on my Facebook. Well, I decided to measure my legs, and so that's how I'm here.
Standing almost 6'5", Holly, perhaps unsurprisingly, comes from a tall family.
My mom's around 6'1", and then my dad's 6'3", and my sister, she's 6 foot. But I happen to be the youngest and the tallest in my family. My grandpa, who just passed about 2 years ago, he was about 6'8", so it's a really, really tall family.
Growing up, Holly was taller than everyone else in her class.
I think I first realized when I was really tall was during 2nd grade when I was taller than my teacher. I know I hit 6 foot when I was 5th or 6th grade. Back in middle school, I was called tree, draft, kind of like the ordinary tall things. Was always picked first for sports. I was never really good at basketball, but I was recruited because I was tall, so I played center.
Being extremely tall still causes her the occasional problem.
It's very, very difficult taking planes and getting in cars. My ex-boyfriend, he actually had a Mini Cooper and he was just as tall as me, so we took that to Florida and that was probably the worst ride of my life. I do have a lot of shopping issues when it comes to finding things that fit me. My inseam's about 37 to 38. I normally wear skinny jeans, so you can kind of fake a little bit with some boots.
Since she moved to New York from Florida 2 years ago, Holly has found her legs have made her the centre of attention.
So my long legs are definitely an asset now, being older. I feel like people appreciate them more. When people see me in heels, they're like, oh my God. Their jaw kind of hits the floor.
First saw her, she had long legs, blonde hair, beautiful looking girl. We actually went past and come back again.
Honestly, I love the attention. I've been tall my whole life and I was picked on, so now it's like I'm being recognized for something.
For now, Holly plans to focus on her studies and graduate from college, but hopes her legs will take her far in the future, maybe even meeting the model whose long leg record she thinks she's broken.
I'm hoping my legs will kind of give me some good opportunities. I'm very open to modeling. I think Lauren actually found out, or she got word that I was maybe going to be the new proclaimed title holder. She did call me out on Instagram, but I think it was all out of tall love, so I would be so down with having a little showdown with Lauren. She seems like a nice girl. I'm just more interested in meeting someone just like me. I'd really like to see whose legs are actually longer.
My legs are 51 inches long. I believe I can keep the record for America's longest legs.
Chase Kennedy, a 22-year-old student and model, thinks she can claim the title of America's longest legs from Holly Burt.
When I saw Holly's video, I was kind of bummed because I thought maybe, her legs are longer than mine and I'll never get the title, but then I measured myself and found out I'm actually longer than Holly's legs.
Her legs measure 51 inches from hip to floor, and incredibly, she already knows Lauren Williams, the model who Holly took the title from. But Chase doesn't think her claim will affect their friendship.
Lauren and I are kind of competitive, but not really. I feel like we're more encouraging of each other. I've always been tall. I mean, when I was younger, I was always taller than everyone, so I've always just kind of been tall since I was little, and growing up, always taller than the guys.
And I would hold her and her legs would just flop. They just hang.
Chase is 6'5" and has 51-inch legs. Unsurprisingly, she comes from a tall family. Her dad Matthew is 6'7", her two brothers are 6'5" and 6'6", and the shortest is mum Chris. Even she is 5'11".
Being a tall family is definitely different, just because if we go to like lunch or something and you're sitting at a table and you happen to hit knees sometimes, or if you're going to a movie theater and you're sitting down and we all take up one row, we kind of create a wall. When I was younger, I wish I was smaller just so I can blend in, because when you're standing out, it's kind of hard to feel like you belong, but as I've grown older, I feel like it's better. It became like who I am. It became an asset with sports, so like volleyball and basketball I played in high school, and it definitely helped like when you're getting picked for a team or something. I mean, those sports, you always want the taller person.
I mean, people have always asked us, wasn't it hard for Chase being tall? But my response is she's always been so tall, so I don't think she was ever, abused or ridiculed because of her height, and I think it gave her a lot of confidence as she was growing up.
Chase was initially turned down by many modelling agencies for being too tall, but she's managed to build her career over the last 3 years.
Yeah, I appeared in a Lady Gaga video. It was at the Hearst Castle, which is kind of local near here, so that was a pretty rad experience.
Chase always knew her legs were long, but it wasn't until she watched Barcroft TV's video about Holly Burt that she decided to measure her limbs.
When I first saw it, I was like, wow, her legs are very long, and then I was trying to think, like, are my legs longer than that? But then I measured myself and found out I'm actually longer than Holly's legs.
Her legs are 1.5 inches longer than Holly's, and a full 2 inches longer than Lauren Williams.
Yeah, my friendship with Lauren Williams, I've worked with her multiple times before with modeling in LA and such, and we have gone up against each other with our legs too. Lauren and I are kind of competitive, but not really. I feel like we're more encouraging of each other.
I wouldn't like to have legs that long because it would throw me off because I've always been short and I wouldn't know what it's like to be that tall. Might throw off my balance. I mean, if I had the chance to have legs that long, I would probably want to have long legs. You're crazy.
I would not change my height. I would be the height I am because I'm just so used to it, and I thought about, okay, if I was shorter, would I like it more? And at the end of the day, I'm really happy to be as tall as I am.
Chase believes she can keep the record for America's longest legs. Will there be anyone to challenge her?